Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is 3 Buck Theater, and I want to talk to you about this movie right here, Loqueesha, with a cover art that looks a lot like Schwarzenegger in Total Recall. You might be asking yourself, just what in the hell is this movie? Just what in the absolute hell is this film, and why is everyone losing their mind over it? And just so we're clear, I want to show you guys this. Just so we're clear, this is the trailer on YouTube, Loqueesha trailer, currently sitting at about 200,000 views and a lot of dislikes. If you can see, 7,000 dislikes on the video right there, and it's a real movie. You can see it's a real film. I just want to show you guys it's a legit movie. And the movie is well, this is the poster with the tagline that says, "Sometimes you have to become somebody else to find out who you really are." At first, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought this was John Campea. At first, I'm like, "What's Campea doing in a movie?" But it's not John Campea. It's a guy named Jeremy Saville, and Jeremy Saville is either going to go down in the annals of history for really telling an interesting tale that subverts expectations in a way that a lot of people aren't going to expect, or as maybe one of the most racist movies or comedically racist films of all time, because this is the actual plot synopsis. From writer-director Jeremy Saville, Loqueesha is the hilarious and heartwarming story of Joe, an astute and underachieving Detroit bartender who values truth above everything. When Joe finds out that he needs to pay for his gifted son's private school education, he submits an audition to a local radio station for his own talk therapy show. After he's rejected, he invents a larger-than-life black female personality named Loqueesha, who is hired sight unseen by the unwitting radio station owners. As Loqueesha's star rises, Joe is increasingly challenged with keeping her identity a secret, maintaining his own sense of self, and grappling with the often bizarre perceptions of an audience who has no idea who they're talking to or listening to. This is a real movie. And I watched the trailer yesterday, and I was laughing my ass off. And not because the movie looks funny. Parts of it do look really funny. I was laughing my ass off because Loqueesha is going to be the number one cult film of 2019. If not in some aspects, the number one cult film of the early 20th century, probably greater than The Room, only based upon the controversy surrounding it, not the quality of the product. Because The Room is objectively bad, but so much fun to watch. This movie could be good. It looks like it's going to be okay with a good message at the end, but the amount of salt that's going to come from this, the amount of salt that's going to be mined from the husk of this particular movie, the amount of people that are going to try to run Jeremy Saville out of Hollywood, the amount of people that are going to try to dunk on this film as being insensitive and racist and bigoted and everything else, it's going to make it last in infamy. And I'm telling you this not because I'm trying to sit there and support that concept. I think it's an interesting concept, and I do want to see the execution because it does feel like it's being taken with absolute seriousness while still trying to hold on to its comedy origin, so to speak. But let's be realistic here. Jeremy Saville wrote this. He conceptualized this. He wrote this. He got funding for this. He shot this, he edited this, and now it's getting ready to come out on home video. And somebody made that. Somebody made that. And that poster, that box art is going. It is so going to be just a hell of a thing. we the woke brigade out there, the people that are like, I've seen Patton Oswalt dunking on this movie. I've seen a lot of people dunking on this movie, but I don't think they watch the actual trailer. I think they look at this description, they look at this, and they think to themselves, "Oh dear God, white racism is real in 2019." And I'm not saying racism doesn't exist; it absolutely does. But looking at what this movie was trying to tell us here, based upon the trailer, it appears to have been taken or made with seriousness in mind, that it was actually trying to tell a story. And you know what? You know what? The amount of people who are freaking out over this movie are only going to get more people talking about it and more people wanting to see it. It's called the Streisand effect. And if you don't know what the Streisand effect is, the basic idea here is a couple years ago there was a real estate magazine that took a picture, an aerial shot of Barbra Streisand's house. And Streisand lost her mind over it. She was not happy with it whatsoever. So she contacted the magazine and tried to get them to take it down, even though they're well within their legal right to snap that photo. And it ended up getting out that she tried to censor them by this. Therefore, more people went to go look at the picture to see what all the fuss was about. It's called the Streisand effect. And we've been talking about this for years on the internet and with internet culture. And so the Streisand effect is going to hit Loqueesha. People are going to hear about this movie. Like, did you hear about this racist movie called Loqueesha? No, I didn't. What's it about? It's about a white bartender who becomes a black female talk therapy show thingy. That sounds terrible. I know, but did you see this poster? And they're going to be like, that looks like Total Recall from 1991. Yeah, I think it was 91. And then they're going to be, oh, let me, what's all the fuss about? Let me check out the trailer. Let me do this. And they're going to see it, and they're going to go, oh my God. And then they're going to want to see it. They're going to want to see how bad it is. So this movie is going to become an absolute cult hit. It's not going to get a wide release. It's not going to be accepted in modern culture, but everyone's going to watch it and people are going to be talking about it. And if it's even, here's the thing. Here's actually the worst thing for this movie. If it's good, if it's a legitimately good movie, that's only going to hurt it, unfortunately. It is. It's only going to hurt the movie. And the reason why I say that is because if it's legitimately good, a well-made, well-thought-out, well-written, well-acted film, then people aren't going to have a reason to go back multiple times to see it again. It's not going to evoke the type of emotion that they're going to get based off of the salt going into it. But it might open up their eyes to, like, you know, getting people to talk about it and then spread it around. If I were Jeremy Saville, I would leak this movie on the internet. I would leak it on the internet and I would get it. Because everyone would watch it. Kind of like The Man from Earth. You know, how that leaked online and that actually helped bolster and boost the profile of the movie, made it popular because people who pirated it had talked about it and that helped it go up. And a lot of people really liked it as a result of it. That's how they saw it. I saw it on Netflix, I believe. But I'd heard about it from people who had pirated it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So that's how I got my hands on it. So what he should do is he should leak it online and then approach Netflix or something and go pick it up. And then Netflix will be like, look at the controversy surrounding it and go, we like controversy and we don't really give a shit if people get upset because they're still going to stick with us anyway. And then they put it on there and then that raises the bar so they can then, you know, fund Loqueesha too. Because I guarantee you, if this can get onto a streaming site, it's going to cause a lot of salt, but business perspective wise, it's going to do real well. Such an interesting concept for a movie. It's something like I would think of if I was drunk and stoned with friends and I would pitch it and we would immediately laugh and go, that was a horrible idea. But this guy, he made it. And you know what? Here's the thing. He made it knowing damn well what it would be. He made it knowing what the controversy would be. He made it in this climate, in this day and age, and he got the funding to do it. So there's clearly something with this movie, at least the script, that's good enough to warrant people to check it out. The problem with it is those people like Patton Oswalt and his friends are going to dunk on this movie and they're going to treat it as this leper, as this terrible thing without ever actually giving it a shot. Publicly, privately, they're all going to watch it the day it comes out, guaranteed. They're all going to watch it the first chance they get, and they're all going to talk about it, and that's where we're going to hear the rumblings. This movie is going to be one for the internet, it's going to be one for the underground, and it's going to be one that's going to develop a pretty strong cult following as a result of that, and it has everything to do with the Streisand effect and how people on the woke side of things are going to claim racism, which it doesn't appear to be racist. It's definitely stereotypical, but not racist. But then again, look, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it full-blown is. Maybe it was funded by the people who put Charlottesville on. I have no idea. But based upon the trailer, it's taking itself seriously and it's not trying to be bad. And so I think that if it's not going to be what they're going to claim that it is, which is going to get people interested. But anyway, if you've seen the trailer, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear them. Thumbs up the video, please. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. And oh yeah, I'll be reviewing Loqueesha as soon as I possibly can. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one and peace out.